Alright, so in this video, we're going to be looking at math classes and some standard math classes. We have 5 main ones. So let's look at the first one: static int abs, or absolute value, and our parameters int x. So this returns an absolute value of the integer x. So let's say we have int y is equal to math.abs int x, so that could be anything such as -1, and that's actually going to return 1. All right, now let's look at the second one: static double abs double x. So it works in the same way, except it's going to return a double. So we have double y is equal to math.abs -7.89, and that will, yes, it will return 7.89. All right. So static double pow double base double exponent. So those are our parameters for that method. So now this is gonna calculate something to the power of something. So how this would work is that we would write double y is equal to math.pow. Let's say I want to go 5 cubed. All right, so I'm going to say 5, which is our base, and then 3. So now this is going to say 5 cubed, and if I do my math right, that should equal to 125. All right, now let's say we have static double squirt, or square root double x. This is basically going to return the square root of the double x. All right, so this is going to be double y is equal to math.squirt or square root. Let's say I say 25.0, or sorry, let's just say 20. Let's just say 25, and that's gonna return. We know the square root of 25. Square root of 25 is equal to 5, and since it's a double, it's going to become 5.0. I actually forgot that in the previous example, we said double y is equal to math.pow, so it's going to be 5 cubed, which is equal to 125.0, since it's a double. Now math.pi, that simply equals 3.14, so we can say double area of a circle, let's say, is pi r squared, so math.pi pi r squared, right? That's our formula. Pi times r technically. So math.pi multiplied by math.pow, whatever our radius is, by 2. And that's how we can calculate the area of a circle. Now let's look at something really cool, and we're going to use a lot of this in the future. It's called random values. How do we generate random values in Java? So you can use this method called static double random. Now by nature it is double, but we can create integers out of this. And what static double random does, it basically does this alone, creates a random value that is such that whatever the random value is greater than or equal to 0.0. However, it is less than 1.0. So it is inclusive of 0.0 up till 1.0, but is not inclusive of the actual value 1. All right. So now let's actually see different ways in which we can use this. So let's say we use it in the double format. Let's say we want to use it in the double format, right? How will this look like? So let's say we want a random value, let's say from 10 to 20. From 10 to 20, we want a random value from 10 to 20. So we're gonna say double rand is equal to how it always goes. It goes as such. It goes high value minus low value, high value minus low value, multiplied by math.random plus low value. So in this case, how it would look like, it would look actually like high minus low. So 20 minus 10, that's going to be 10 multiplied by math.random plus the lowest value, which is going to be 10. And that is going to generate all the values. Rand is going to generate all the values that are greater than or equal to 10.0 and less than 20. All right, so that's how we generate double random values. Now, what if I want to create integer random values? What if I want to create integer random values? What would I do? Let's say I want to generate random values from 10 to 20 again. What would I do then? So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna say int rand, and how this is gonna work is that I'm gonna say I'm gonna obviously have to cast it to an int. So I'm gonna say int math.random. Whoa, spelled that wrong. Math.random multiplied by high minus low plus 1. There we go. I think I got that right. So let's say I wanted to create from 1 through 20. So obviously 10 through 20. So I'm going to say int rand is equal to int math.random multiplied by highest minus low. So that's going to be 20 minus 10. That's going to be 10 plus 1. That's going to be 11. And that's all you have to do. And it's going to generate some sort of value of that sort. Now, there's another way I can use random. I can use the class random. So how do I use the random class? Instead of using the method, what if I wanted to use the class? All I have to do is import the random class. So I'm going to say import java.util.random. And now you're going to notice that this actually works a lot like the scanner. Remember the scanner API we talked about? This is going to work a very similar way. We're going to add the import statement, and then we're going to create a class, an object for random. We're going to say random rand is equal to new random, open close parentheses, semicolon. And now let's say we want to create a random value from 0 to 3. Random value from 0 to 3. Okay? So all we have to do, and we wanted an integer value. So let's say we have int x is equal to rand.nextInt. And we're going to follow the same procedures in the parentheses. We're going to say highest minus low. So what is the high minus low? That's going to be 3 plus 1. So that's going to be 4. And that's it. And we don't have to add the 0 because that's already implied. So remember, whenever it's int, high minus low plus 1. And that's how you do it. Now if this was, let's say, let's say this was 1 to 3. So it's going to again be 3 minus 1. That's going to be 2. Plus 1, that's going to be 3. And then we're going to add 1, which is the lowest value. Now what if we wanted a double? We're going to say double y is equal to rand dot next double. And we're just going to do high minus low. So what is the high minus low? 2. And what is the lowest value? 1.